As the bell rings to signal the end of the last class of the day, a group of figures, backpacks slung over their shoulders and basketballs clutched in their arms, surges toward the school basketball court like little sparrows breaking free from their cages, chattering excitedly. As the streetlights gradually came on, their warm yellow glow gently enveloped this small world, stretching the children's shadows long and short and concealing countless little, adorable stories about basketball, stories that would become the most vivid and unforgettable memories of their childhood. As night deepened and the streetlights grew softer, a special match unfolded on the court. A few 5th grade students mustered their courage to challenge the 7th grade boys from a neighboring class to a basketball game. At a glance the difference was plain to see. The 7th graders stood tall and straight, towering over the elementary students by nearly a head. With broader shoulders and significantly more weight, standing on the court, they exuded an air of calm confidence. The elementary students, on the other hand, were small in stature, their shoulders still carrying the slenderness of children, and their hands gripping the basketball looked particularly delicate. Just standing opposite their older counterparts, they exuded a stubborn determination to take on the giants. From the very start of the game, no one thought the elementary students stood a chance of winning, yet the sparkle in their eyes was every bit as bright as that of their older peers. The gap became apparent the moment the game began. With just a light jump, the 7th graders easily grabbed rebounds. Their dribbling steps were steady, leaving the elementary students far behind in an instant. Their shooting form was fluid, and the ball dropped cleanly into the net time and again, quickly widening the score gap. In contrast, the elementary school students had to stand on tiptoes and jump up and down just to reach the ball in their older counterparts' hands sometimes. Even when they stretched out their arms with all their might, they could only graze the edge of the ball. When shooting, their lack of strength meant the ball often fell just before reaching the rim, and on several occasions it nearly got stolen by the older students. The classmates watching from the sidelines were holding their breath for them. Some muttered under their breath, "The gap is too big. They definitely can't win," but not a single one of the elementary school students backed down. They didn't let their height and weight disadvantages get them down. Instead, they gave it their all. Their seamless teamwork truly impressed everyone present. Little Xiaoyu, though unable to grab rebounds, ran like the wind, as agile as a young cheetah. He kept a close eye on the older boys' every move. The moment they let their guard down, he'd dart forward to try and steal the ball. Even when blocked time and again and knocked to the ground, he'd immediately get back up, brush the dust off his clothes, and dive right back into defense. The slightly taller Hao Hao took it upon himself to grab rebounds. Standing on tiptoes, he leaped upward with all his might. Even though he could barely touch the ball each time, he never gave up. Sometimes, in his quest to grab a ball, he would even collide with the older boys, wincing in pain but still gritting his teeth and persevering. The older students saw how hard they were fighting. As the game was coming to an end, the 7th graders stopped of their own accord and gave the younger students a thumbs up. "You may be small, but you're really impressive. Much braver than we were when we were your age." Hearing the praise, the younger students broke into shy yet proud smiles. Although they ultimately lost the match by a wide margin, they showed not a trace of discouragement. Instead, they stood tall and proud, their faces beaming with pride. Indeed, though they didn't win the game, they earned the respect of their older peers, the applause of everyone present, and most importantly, their own personal growth. They proved through their actions that even when at a disadvantage, as long as they don't give up or back down, but instead unite as one and fight with all their might, they are the best. As night deepened and the evening breeze grew cooler, the passion on the court remained undiminished. The children's faces were streaked with sweat, their hair tousled by the wind, and their clothes soaked through, yet their smiles shone brighter than the streetlights. Some students were dribbling, some were practicing their shots, some were chasing each other in roughhousing, and others Saturday on the sidelines, sharing snacks from their pockets and chatting about the funny moments from the game. Their chatter filled the court throughout the night. It wasn't until the calls of their parents echoed from the distance that the children reluctantly gathered their basketballs and backpacks, leaving the court with every step accompanied by a glance back. Some muttered as they walked, "I'm coming back to play after school tomorrow," while others clutched their basketballs, promising their friends, "Next time I'm definitely going to beat you." In the glow of the street lights, their figures gradually faded into the distance. Yet those basketball moments hidden in the night, that pure joy and passion, those times spent playing side by side, will forever remain in the memories of their childhood. In truth, basketball for elementary and middle school students has never been a competition about winning or losing, but rather a journey filled with joy and growth. Those clumsy shots, those lively chases, those united searches, and those sincere words of encouragement, all are small moments of happiness that basketball has brought them. Just like streetlights at night, though faint, they illuminate their joy, and those amusing moments on the court are like sparkling stars, adorning their childhood and becoming the warmest, most precious memories on their path to growth. Years later, when they recall those days playing together under the night sky and those simple pure joys, their hearts will still be filled with warmth, and their eyes will well up with tears.